Hey, this is Don from Padlock Technologies again with another video. This time I got a question of how can you create custom applications on Cisco Secure Firewall? Now, if you're coming from another vendor, these are usually called custom applications, but Cisco doesn't call it custom applications. So I'm going to show you how to do it on the FTD. Let me warn you right now, only about 2% of people are going to actually do this in the real world because most people don't have a need to create custom applications on the firewall. So if you are one of them, this is going to be the video for you. So again, we're at the FMC. You've seen this a bunch of times in a bunch of my other videos. What Cisco calls custom applications is application detectors. That's what they call it in Cisco Secure Firewall. So to do this, you want to go to policies and then application detectors. This is going to show you all the applications that you can technically create policy for. And this is where you're going to create your custom applications. What you're going to do is you're going to go to create custom detector. Now I already create one, so I'm just going to show you how to do this. You give it a name, description. Now this app, I don't know why that just happened. You you do this application here. Now these applications are already here. Now you want to create a user one. So you want to hit this plus button and you have to fill out all this information here. Once you fill that out, you have basic detection, advanced detection, but I've already created an app, so I'm going to show you what that looks like. So I created an app called Test App just to show you guys. So in Test App, we have the detector type of HTTP, and we have some details. So let me tell you right now, this name that you call it Test App, that is not what, like, if you just do this and you don't do everything else, like the details and all that, you actually won't see your application when you go to do some policy on it. What really matters is the application type, right? So if I edit this application is where you want to define all your stuff. Again, if I hit the edit button here, you see I have a test app. I described it as, app for demo. I said it's high business relevancy, low risk. I gave it a category of multimedia, other, and the tag name of video conference. That's really all I did here. And then I gave it a pattern. So I said the pattern type, you got a bunch of pattern types, but I just put HTTP just for this demo. But you have pattern types of HTTP is usually URL, content type, or user agent. I just pick URL so we can put the URL there. But as you can see, you have a bunch of stuff. I wouldn't really do Eve encryptability engine because I don't think that's supported yet. But you can do TCP, UDP, SSL, all that good stuff. But if you do TCP, what's going to end up happening is you're going to have to put the pattern so it can figure out what the application is, or it can figure out that this is the application. Again, only about 1 or 2% of people are going to do this out here. So if you're not ready to actually define all this stuff, just stay away from custom applications if you can. Now, once you do that and you hit the save and reactivate, what this does is it will eventually restart Snort. It'll give you a warning saying, hey, you need to restart Snort for us to actually properly do this. Once it restarts Snort, starts back up and running, and now has that new application in there. Now you can actually go to your ACP and do policy on it. So I actually have a policy editor for my Boston firewall. Nothing's in here. I'm gonna show you what it looks like in the rule. So if we add a rule, and I'm just gonna leave it the way it is, and we just go to applications, and then I go test app. There it is. So now I can say, if I wanted to do test any test app, now here's all the stuff that I had in the app. So you can see app for demo, all that good stuff there. If I put this in the application, I can say, block it, whatever it is, it doesn't really matter. And then when I create this rule, save it, push it out to the FTDs, if someone were to go to www.testapp.com, it will block it, right? But normally this is probably going to be in an internal firewall that's in front of like a server farm, and you have some custom application, and you want to either allow or do something, whatever you want to do. So that is how you create custom applications for policy enforcement in an FTD. Remember, this is called application detectors, not custom applications. If you're used to Palo or Fortinet or any other vendor, it's usually called custom application, right? Or it's just under the application menu, or it's just under objects, right? But this is specifically for secure firewall. It is under application detection or detectors. So hope you like this video. If you'd like to see more cool stuff like this, I have a bunch of videos on this channel. You should watch them. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button right now. Don't forget to like it. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to share it on your socials. Really appreciate you guys growing my channel. I make these videos at random times in the night. So, now I go to sleep and just think of different content. And, you guys are sending me questions as well. So I appreciate you guys interacting with me. This is Don from Padlock Technologies again. Thank you and have a nice day.